Hey, I'm going to do a quick comparison on my Ryobi handheld electric screwdriver versus my Bauer. Let's take a look.
All right, that Ryobi 4-volt quarter-inch screwdriver, $24.97.
Let's just take a quick look at the specs. I'm not going to read them to you. You're welcome to read it. But this is just the general overview.
The Bauer 4-volt cordless is also a quarter-inch screwdriver integrated flashlight kit. It is an independent flashlight on the opposite end. Comes with bits and a wall charger. Currently $19.99 when not on sale.
Here's your quick look at the specs on the Bauer. Once again, I'm not going to read it to you. I didn't see a torque setting on theirs, but the RPM was there. Comparable, but not exactly the same. It's the size, as you can see. Here's my hand holding it. This one is, the Ryobi is more like the size of a screwdriver. Either one you can actually use as a screwdriver if it won't actually push the screw. The one big difference that I like on this, well, actually two differences, on this Bauer, first off, is it also turns into a pistol grip, but secondly, it has a flashlight. So it has a dual purpose if you just keep it in your junk drawer. So that is a nice feature. And as I said, the Bauer is also $5 less. They both come with charger. And these are not removable batteries. They are internal. So as far as torque, I'll try to give you a little demonstration. In my experience, the Bauer has more. The Ryobi is slightly better feel in the hand because it's not as bulky. Not that I mind it. So I'm gonna set this back to the twist pistol grip. Give you an idea of what that looks like. A lot easier to use as a pistol grip, but it will work as a straight driver. All right, first I'm gonna try the Ryobi. Just a number 6 drywall screw. Just gonna run it into wood just for a example. But this is some tough wood. I'm not gonna say it's not. So first I'm gonna use a new hole. So a new, no pilot. We'll see what the Ryobi can do. All right, it bottomed out right there. As I said, you can use it as a manual driver and drive it on in. And then we'll try the Bauer. Make sure I'm going the correct direction. Forward and reverse. All right, same place. So as far as driving the screw, Bauer's got it hands down. Let's see if it'll even do the Ryobi's hole. So obviously a lot more torque on that Bauer. All right, let's see about removing them. And reverse the Bauer. All right, no problem pulling it out. Now we'll try that Ryobi. It's got an up or down lever for forward or back, or tighten or loosen. And it's like, no, I ain't gonna do that. Sorry, I ain't gonna do that. So I can do it manually. It is a powerful screwdriver manually. And when I backed it out a few notches, it will pull the screw out. But I would say that round definitely goes to Bauer. Now I'm gonna flip this into pistol grip, just so you can get an idea of the difference. Got a little lock lever here. And then it just twists, so it's convertible. Ryobi has one similar to this. I think it's 50 bucks. So maybe I should be comparing this $20 one to their $50 one. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna put this in forward and drive a screw with it. Fresh screw. And it just, the difference is the leverage with your hand, of course. So it's a lot easier to drive that screw. But also, I do want to point out, they're not really meant to drive screws. They're just meant to pull pull an existing screw out or put one in. I just wanted to show you the torque. And I'm not knocking either one. I actually like both of these. This is my wife's. This one's mine. But I use both. It's in the drawer. I'll go grab it. It does most of the things I want to do, because I usually, when I want to drive screws, I want to use a driver or at least a drill. All right, now existing screw holes. So as you can see, the ones we just used, we'll just see if the Ryobi can run it back down in an existing hole. So we'll put the driver back in there. Excuse me, the screw back on. And it's like, even an existing hole, it's like, sorry, I can't do it. So will it pull it back out? Not without some encouragement. So I had to give it a little bit of help. So now we'll look at the Bauer. Existing screw hole. Of course, it should work because it did without an existing screw hole. No problem. Just get another one for good measure. No problem. What the heck? Let's just get another one. Like nobody's business. Will it pull them back out? So I guess, bottom line, if you're looking for one that has almost the torque of a drill, not quite a drill driver, this would definitely be your choice, this Bauer. It's $19.99 every day. It comes with the rechargeable cord. It comes with a flashlight. It's a very versatile tool, and as I said, it goes from standard screwdriver holding to pistol grip. So as an all-around, if you don't have a lot of tools, this is the one you probably are gonna want, just because it'll do things that the other one won't, at least automatically. Just wanting something to kick around with your light receptacle covers and light screws on a fan or something, just to run things up, because you can still tighten it with your hand. And this is still very useful. I do like the Ryobi. It's a very comfortable in your hand, more so than the Bauer. The Bauer is more comfortable in pistol grip, but when it's in straight grip, it's kind of clunky, I'll just tell you. And then the bit, you have to reverse it more like a drill, versus the Ryobi has the forward and back. So this is a lot closer to a traditional screwdriver, but it definitely does not have the torque of the Bauer. Once again, I own them both, and I'm glad I got them both. Would I buy them again? Sure. But as far as if I had to pick one, the Bauer wins in this one. If I get a hold of the Ryobi $49.99 tool, I will compare it against this just to see where we're at. And I know Craftsman also has one that looks very similar to this. I don't know if it has more torque. If I get my hands on it, I'll show it to you. Hope this has provided some value for you that are looking for a inexpensive powered screwdriver, because they are very handy. I mean, a lot of things, I don't want to sit and twist a bunch of stuff if I don't have to, especially putting together little projects and furniture pieces. These things are ideal because they won't over torque. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and watch my channel for more do-it-yourself videos and tool deals. And until the next video, y'all take care.